Okay, our lab today is called Light Angle and Intensity. In your notebook, write the following question. How does the angle of light affect the intensity of the light? Remember, when we're talking about intensity, we're talking about how concentrated something is. So, looking in the picture in the upper right hand corner, if I am holding a flashlight at an angle at 30 degrees, and then I increase the angle. Here's 30 degrees on the left. And then I increase the angle to 90 degrees, which is the picture on the right. Will the intensity of light or the concentration of light that hits the surface, will it increase or decrease? Okay, that's our question. How does the angle of light affect the intensity of the light? So make a prediction. Do you think the intensity will increase or decrease when I change that angle? Go ahead and write that in your notebook, please. So for our lab today, here are materials: a flashlight that has been taped to a ruler, some graph paper, and a protractor, and something to write with. Here are the lab directions, the procedure. Go ahead and read through them. After you've read through them, click on this link to watch the lab demo video. And when you're done with that, go to the next slide to see the results. As I was recording the video, I realized that you couldn't see how the light was actually shining on the piece of graph paper. So if you look in this picture on the left, when you're watching, it looked like the light that I was circling was much bigger than what I circled. And you can see I circled where the light was really intense. I did not circle this outer edge, and that was the case for both angles. So in the picture on the right, you can see the results. At 90 degrees, the light covered 21 squares of my graph paper. At 30 degrees, the light covered 33 squares. So what does that mean as far as intensity? Which spot on the paper received the greatest amount of energy? Where was the light most concentrated? So keep in mind, I was using the same flashlight for both angles, and that means the same amount of photons were reaching the paper. But where was the light most concentrated or intense? Was your prediction correct? Answer questions number 2 and 3 in your notebook. And then to finish the lab, fill out this claim evidence reasoning. How does the angle of light affect its intensity? So, what was the independent variable? What's the thing that I changed? What's the dependent variable? What's the thing that I measured? And then, what's your answer to the question? That's your claim. Evidence. What evidence did we have? Well, what were our results? And remember, use numbers to describe your results. And then for the reasoning, what's the scientific explanation? And to help you with that, go back to the do now and review the definition of concentration and intensity.